it's Nanny from NaneeDon'tBlink. Thanks for watching my channel. Enjoy! Left off in the airport where Rachel Yu is hugging Kim Tan, and of course Eun-sang walks in and sees them hugging, and she like turns away to look, to like bounce, and Kim Tan turns around and he's like, oh my god, it's her. Eun-sang, stop right there, and stuff like that. I was like, ooh, Rachel Yu, you just got dissed right there. Like, she was just like, what the freak is happening? And he like approaches Cheon-sang and he's like, give me your number. And she's like, I already said everything I had to say to you. I said goodbye. I said thank you for everything. And that's all that needs to be said. And he's like, she ended up like fending for Rachel Yu, like saying like, I don't want you like approaching me this way while you have your fiance there waiting for you. She just kind of like bounced. And I was like, oh snap. And then we have this like moment that Kim Tan's like, like heartbroken because Eun-sang obviously does not want to talk to you because you are a taken man. You are taken, like not available. And honestly, like, what the hell did he expect? He expected her to be like cool about this? Like, no. So while he's there with like a little sad, like lost eyes, Rachel Yu's like seeing how he really has feelings for Eun-sang, and she's like, ugh. So of course they're on the same plane. Rachel looks miserable sitting in the front filling out this form, and of course she has to go to economy class to see Eun-sang and snatches her information. Why do you want to stay in touch with this girl? Like, it did not make any sense. I'm just figuring she wanted to know her information to avoid the neighborhood that she's in, to make sure Kim Tan will never see her again. Like, that's what I think, because I don't know, it's just a stupid part, like, to want to know her name and like stay in touch with her, because she's like, I don't know, it just didn't make sense. But enough of that. Eun-sang's like all like so bummed in the airport when she walked away from him. Of course she stood up for herself and she said the right things, because you know what, he is a taken man and that's the right thing to do. Young-do picks up Rachel Yu in the airport because she told her mom how she changed her flight and he had to go pick her up. And you can tell this relationship is like so, like, they're on the edge with each other. They're in the car, he's blasting music, she turns it off, he turns it back on, she turns it off. And then she just wanted to irk him some more, and she's like, oh, well, I saw Kim Tan, and he asked how you were doing and whatnot. And some silly stuff, and they were like trying to make like tiger lions in the jungle and whatnot. Like, she was just saying how he's doing well off without him, and he's living great without him. And then he was basically like, do you know why the tiger leaves the jungle? Because he's really not a tiger. And I'm like, oh my god, does he know that Kim Tan's an illegitimate son? Like, is it something like that? Is that what like broke their friendship, that he, why didn't you tell me, if they were like best friends, about like his mom and whatnot? And that's what, ended their friendship, because of lack of trust. But then again, that's just me. I'm getting ahead of myself. But it seems like Rachel Yu does not understand that everyone's really against Kim Tan. I mean, she's talking to Kim Won. She doesn't realize how he's like against his own brother. And Young-do is saying something very suspicious about Kim Tan, and she's just like a little boba, like, I don't know nothing, like, whatever. And then Young-do got annoyed, so he just kind of like bounced out the car and was like, peace, bitch. When she gets home, it's empty. Like, there's no furniture, there's no mommy, and she's like going through and like, where the hell is she? Where is everything? And then the landlady comes and she's like, your mom had to move out because she didn't have the deposit. So she became like a residential, I don't even know if I'm using the right English for this, but she ended up becoming a live-in housemaid at Madame Han's place. So she ends up calling her mom, and her mother's telling her to spend the night in a sauna and come early in the morning. She ends up crashing in that empty apartment. Sad, because this family that she wants to become bankrupt because of the way they treat her mom, now her mom's living there. So I would be just as pissed off, And it's also your fault. Who told you to go to Korea? Korea is not $200. It's thousands of dollars to come from Korea. Who told you to go to Korea? Who told you to go to California? You know what I mean? Korea. Well, she ended up going back, but the money that she spent traveling, if she had that money, they wouldn't have lost the place. Now that she went to go travel, and then her sister fucking robbed her, left her stranded, and then had to borrow money, like, I don't know. This is a pain. It's a total pain. They show Kim Tan at his annoying, amazing place having a cool pool party, and he's just like laying on his bench, like miserable because he misses the woman that he's truly in love with, the one that he spent the night at in a motel, the one, you know, that was mesmerized by the Hollywood sign, the girl that likes horror movies. He's just like thinking about Unsang because he freaking misses her. You know, he needs to go to Korea. Like, if he misses her, like, get your ass on a plane and go. You have money.